Rise and shine. Pour yourself a cup of coffee and tune in to Good Morning Aurora. News, weather, and really cool interviews. Monday through Friday from 8 to 9 a.m.
Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is 8:01 a.m. You're listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you had an enjoyable and pleasant weekend. The sun was out. It was a very nice and warm day yesterday, and I remember seeing so many people out and about over the weekend. It was absolutely wonderful and fantastic. The wind was blowing. I need to cut my grass. The flowers in my yard are not being done justice with the long shoots of grass just looking so urban. So I got to take care of that today, actually, if it doesn't rain. We got a great show for you this morning. Saul Olivas is here. Jennifer Ryan Maiden, good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Teacher Appreciation Week. Shout out to all the teachers out there. Good morning. Aurora loves the teachers. Got a great show for you guys. You know that Saturday is a special day. Greenfest will be returning to our great city, 2023. We've got Mavis Bates here with us, Kane County board member and founder of Greenfest. Mavis, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Good to see you.
I'm so happy to be here.
Good to see you, yep. I saw Mavis yesterday. Mavis was doing her thing in the crowd yesterday. She was out there enjoying the sun. Had the perfect hat on, too, yesterday, by the way.
It's a big one.
Yes. I got to get one of those. I need a big hat to cover the baldness, but also stop the sun from coming in my eyes. Gabriel Bradford's here. Brett Putton is here. We got the whole crew here this morning. Hope that you guys are doing well. The time is 8:02. We've talked about conservation on this show. If you listen to Good Morning Aurora, you know that Good Morning Aurora cares about the environment and all the people who do what they do to make sure that Kane County and Aurora are setting a good example. Mavis is one of those folks. So Sierra Club, Kiwanis, many different things and organizations that you're part of, Mavis. Let's talk conservation for a little bit for these folks. What's it been like doing that and establishing that here in Aurora and Kane County?
It's been very exciting. Okay. Aurora has embraced conservation. We want to get better, like the Greenfest logo says, growing greener every day.
That's right.
So we have to. We're making our efforts today, and we have to increase them every day. Right. We have to grow greener every day. We all know that there's. We want to protect our beautiful green natural areas. We need to protect the climate. We all see that climate is changing. Right. You know, our winters are warmer, our summers are hotter. Everything we do, like you and I are just talking about, every drop in the bucket is filling the bucket.
Absolutely.
So we have to, just keep fighting the good fight.
Right. What I like too, which we'll get into when we talk a little bit more about the intimacies of Greenfest, is that now generations, the younger generation, that youth is they're taking it seriously. They're taking it more seriously these days than youth of previous years and decades and generations. Why is that, you think?
They're mad as heck.
We are.
And I cleaned up my language, as you know.
No, yeah, oh yeah. They go to Springfield.
They're out there. Springfield. Yeah. Yes, they realize that that the climate is changing, that the natural areas are being exhausted, our resources are being exhausted, and they're pretty ticked off at my generation, your generation, for what we have squandered. Yeah. And now they're figuring that out, and they're holding our feet to the fire, and we better put up or shut up.
Oh yeah, random. I mean, just excessive pollution in so many places. We can look outside here and see the beauty of this park and all this green space.
Beautiful.
And yet, even though still at times there is just just a terrible amount of trash everywhere. I try to do my best to pick it up in front of our little spaces with our flowers. But I'm glad that young people are taking more action with it now because
it's very
they're going to do
exciting.
something about it.
It is exciting.
Yep. Now, I have the press release for Aurora Greenfest. I want to give a shout out to our dear friend Marissa. Hi, Marissa. Good morning. Shout out to Bright PR. I'm going to read a little bit from this, and then we will get back to you, Mavis. Katrina, Latin Bites and Bars here. Good morning, Katrina. And Paris Bistro. Fantastic place. 2656 Showplace Drive in Naperville. You heard about it here. Aurora Greenlights, in affiliation with the Conservation Foundation, will host the 11th annual Aurora Greenfest this Saturday. This annual event is from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. inside the Prisco Community Center, 150 West Illinois Avenue, and outside at McCullough Park. Now, for those who are familiar, that is the beautiful expanse of grass and land that goes way back there behind Prisco Center. It's not on yet, but yeah, we'll have that. It's all good. Solar panel installers, green car owners, local environmental groups, and several special attractions will be on hand. More than 100 activities and exhibitors will be part of this year's festival. Visiting with bees, bats, baby chicks, and snakes will help promote our connection with nature and the importance of habitat and species preservation. I like it.
I'm glad you do.
I like it.
So
Local events. Yep. Speaker presentations will be on topics such as solar, recycling, urban planting, the Fox River Climate Action Plan, Preservation and Citizens Utility Board. An electric vehicle car show will feature electric vehicles on the lawn. Nice.
Yes. Thank you.
So tell us about the electric vehicles. Are they part of a group?
The group is called Fox Valley Electrical Auto Association.
Okay.
And of course now it's bikes, it's motorcycles, so it's not just automobiles.
Okay.
They've been coming to the Greenfest for I think over 10 years. And some of these inventors will take a regular car and modify it. So sometimes we've had pickup truck. I don't think they're coming this year, but when they lifted up the back of the pickup truck, there were like 50 car batteries under the bed of the pickup truck.
Really?
So they had electrified their cars. But there's going to be many different kinds of cars, from Teslas to I think we're getting a Jaguar.
There's an electric Jaguar?
We've got to ask Anton.
Scratch it up. That's right. We got a mutual friend named Anton. That's right. We got a mutual friend. I forget that sometimes. I forget that sometimes. As you're also a Kane County board member.
Yes.
As Kane County board member, what you have the ability to advocate for and see green initiatives and conservation. Now, what is that like, and what kind of abilities do you have to do that? What's, because for those who are conservation minded, it's nice to have an ally doing that work for us.
Well, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for that good question. Being on the Kane County Board is very exciting to me. Like I tell some people, I'm mad most of the time, which I think means I'm doing a pretty good job.
Right, there you go. Passionate, right?
I have had I am the chairman of the Energy and Environmental Committee, which has given me the opportunity to be a leader and take initiative. That's one of the interesting things about being on the board. Nobody tells you what to do. You have to really be your own leader,
right, and
then lead others. And get them, and you have to do it you have to be a leader in a way that makes other people want to follow.
Yes, right, exactly. Yep, and be followable and coachable and coach along the way. Yeah.
So what we've managed to accomplish I've been in for about 2.5 years, and we did get 8 acres of solar panels approved for an unusable, unbuildable 8 acres in back of the jail. Right. On the Kane County campus on Route 38, between Route 38 and Britcher Road. And so that is not operational yet. Right. It looks like a porcupine right now.
It does, yeah.
The sticks are in.
Yeah, it's very noticeable.
Yeah. But pretty soon it's going to be an ocean of blue, I think they're blue, of blue solar panels. Okay. And it's going to provide 2 megawatts of electricity every year. It's going to save us $5 to $6 million over the course of the project. So we can't wait for that to be turned on. We'll have a great big switch that
Oh, really?
Maybe I'll get to flip the switch.
Like in Batman, right? Or in Ghostbusters. Remember in Ghostbusters? Yeah. So 2 megawatts. What kind of power does that generate?
It's about 40% of what we need for the jail and the judicial building, the whole judicial building.
2 megawatts is 40% of that energy? That is a large amount of energy. But that'll be a good money saver, though, for the county.
$5 to $6 million.
Yikes.
And as outside rates, as commercial rates go up, that delta, the change between what we've locked in at about 3.5 cents per kilowatt hour and where the market is going, every time the market goes up, we're saving more money.
That is awesome.
Because we have locked in, and our beautiful solar panels will be doing that.
Now you have the flyer. Let's show the flyer to the folks.
Ready? How's that?
There it is. Hang on. Let me go down a little bit. That looks nice. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see that beautiful green flyer with wonderful yellow lettering. There it is. All right. Now let's talk about some of the vendors that you got.
Okay.
Who's going to be a vendor there?
Well, just for show and tell, I brought my lists. We have over 100 attractions coming.
Yes.
So some of them, I tried to group them. Some of them will be local artists with nature themes. Some are special attractions that we love to bring to the Greenfest because the kids like them so much is animals, special animals. There'll be bats.
Yes.
Owls.
I like bats, yeah.
There's going to be owls. There's going to be an armadillo. So this is how we connect the kids and the grown-ups to nature. And as you read from my press release, that's how we connect people to understand how valuable nature is and how important it is. So that's so the animals are really fun. We've got the car show, the green car show. We have about 4 solar installers.
Okay.
Because I want to see solar panels on every doghouse in Aurora. And we have 2 or 3 groups who will be there to help people understand how to save money on their electric bill. And some people are saving, actually, the article, my research said, saving an average of $1,000 a year on their electric bill. Can you imagine how that could?
Is this
Curtis's eyes are lighting up.
I'm like, hey, what's that number? Can our brother get the number? Is this that's a ComEd? Is that the ComEd initiative?
ComEd is part of it.
That's right. Okay.
So is CUB will be there, Citizens Utility Board.
Right.
Elevate Energy Illinois. Okay. That's approximately their name. Definitely Elevate will be there. They are leaders in what's called Illinois Solar for All.
Right. That's right.
ILSFA. And that's this great program coming out of the Illinois bill called Climate and Equitable Jobs Act,
otherwise known as CJA. See, we know what. I like talking. I love talking politics with you, Mavis. I do because A, it's important, and B, you know every intimacy and detail. You know the acronyms. You know how far it's going to go. You know how long it takes. You know all of the stuff.
Thank you.
Absolutely. But I didn't mean to stop your train of thought.
So that's what, because these big bills have been written lately, CJA, what we call the IRA, the Inflation Reduction Act.
Right.
There is so much money available in tax rebates and what we call SRECs,
right.
Solar renewable energy credits.
Okay.
That we need to make sure that every person in Aurora and Kane County and the Fox Valley knows about these credits and takes advantage. They won't just come to you. You have to go get them.
Right. Nobody's going to come and say, hey, you can save $4,000 or whatever the case. Yeah, whatever.
Right. Yeah. So those are just some of our vendors will be there to do that. Let's see, what else? So gardening. People say, are there going to be gardening there? Master gardeners, Illinois U of I Extension Master Gardeners will be there.
Master Gardeners, okay. I'm writing that down.
Girl Scouts will be there. Fox Valley Citizens for Peace and Justice. So there'll be politics. There'll be nature. Kane County will be there. Their volunteer coordinator will be there too. And if you want to know what you can do locally, I've just I used to do this, but then I got too busy with other things. But I've been trying to go back to these volunteer days run by Kane County Forest Preserve. And they are fun. They are hands-on. You have to you have to get dirty.
Okay.
So you plant. We've been planting trees at Bliss Woods. You kind of try to prune back the foreign invaders. If you see a little baby oak tree, you try to get some of the weeds out from. Weeds is very subjective.
Yeah.
But we're saving these indigenous plants,
right?
So that they can live.
That's
another
awesome
day.
stuff. That's all. Kane County Forest Preserves volunteer
program. Yep.
Amazing stuff. The time is 8:16. Gabriel, please take me to a commercial. Michael Rayford, good morning. Dora Sanchez Soto, good morning to all of you great people out there. Bonjour, Aurora. Hey, we got some French in the chat right there. How about that? Valerie, my dear friend, Valerie Trainham is here. Good morning to you. I was hanging out with Mom yesterday. We were kicking it, having a good time. Gloria Jurado is here. And Juan Cayetano, morning, guys, from the shop, The Woodcrafters by Luz and Juan. Now, Mavis, I want to hang on a second here. There was a group in here that I wanted to there's gonna be a handful of food trucks out there too.
Yes, there is.
With such interesting names as Strawberries Barbecue, Chills Italian Ice, Dapper Brews Kissed by Fire, Go Doggy Run. Go Doggy Run. Probably the coolest name for a restaurant I've heard all day. And Hookahita Tacos. Local bands, the heavy lifting duo Sunflower Headlights, the Fishin' Buddies, Fermilab's Mr. Freeze will be at the music stage at noon for a live science show. Well, that's cool.
We've got it all.
You guys do. You guys do.
Well, we've learned that, like any good teacher.
Can bring us back, Gabe. Yeah.
Like any good teacher, I would say, we want to make learning fun.
Right.
And we are really trying to educate all of our visitors on how to act locally, think globally, act locally, like the bumper sticker says. And we want to make it fun so people come and they stay. And I really have to thank Marissa Moni for organizing the food trucks because she's the champ there, and the bands. And I want to say that we have several of the same food trucks that were at the food truck night on Friday, but we will have shorter lines.
Oh, good. Thank goodness gracious. Yes. See, that's proper planning prevents poor performance, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for that because the lines were nutty.
I have never gotten to eat a bite at the food truck.
Yeah, seriously.
First Fridays. I always eat before.
Now let's show off some of the swag that we got here.
Yes.
And then I do want to show people that decomposition notebook, which I just learned about this morning. But let's see that bag here.
This is one. I don't know how I'm looking on the camera, so you have to tell me.
Oh yeah, it's right. Yep, you got it right there.
Okay. So this is one of our, I would call them iconic Greenfest bags.
Okay.
I see people walking around Aurora with these bags, and we haven't given this particular one out in about 10 years.
Ooh.
This is a good campus bag.
Durable.
With art by Chris Hodge, our own local artist. So we'll be giving these away. We've got a few hundred of these, so it'll go to one per family.
Okay.
And to our first couple hundred families that come.
Very cool.
And then we also have...
Oh, check out the hat. Make Earth Great Again, the mega.
So our local artist and entrepreneur, Vernon Lavia.
He's the man.
Has donated many of these books. We've got, I think, 300 of these. Make Earth Great Again. So to our first 300 families. And this cool purple hat. Everybody needs a purple hat, right? To go with all your purple outfits. And there's a beautiful penguin there. We also have some reusable straws. So, plastic straws have become such an environmental problem. So we're giving away these reusable straws with a little brush.
Oh, nice.
To clean your straws. So, and we have other items that are coming in from others of our vendors. We'll be doing giveaways. We're trying to keep paper to a minimum, of course, because that's not very green. I'm going to put in the pitch for reusable water bottles right now while I'm thinking of it.
Right. There were a couple action items that you wanted to
yes, I do have my
to mention.
Yep. Okay. So one thing, so these are things we want you to bring to the Greenfest. Fox Metro Water Reclamation Center is going to be doing a drug take back. Besides their gorgeous display with the microscopes, which the kids love to see the little protozoa swimming around, but they will be doing a drug take back. So any of your used prescription drugs that you don't need anymore and don't know how to get rid of, this is a responsible, safe, easy way to take them back. The drug take back will be at their booth, so you'll have to park and come in, or maybe we could have a volunteer taking them at the door. But please come in; that'll be more fun. And also we try to we do not offer plastic water bottles at our at the event, single-use plastic water bottles. So please bring your own reusable water bottle, and if you get thirsty, you refill your water bottle. There's we are half inside and half outside at the Greenfest. Half of it is is inside at Prisco Community Center, and the other half is outside at McCullough Park.
Right.
So here's our program. This is a 2018 program, so we're using something similar to this. So we're inside and outside.
Okay.
And that is, you can go fill up your water bottle inside.
Right.
There's many faucets. So please remember to bring your own reusable bottle.
Right. There's also rolling hills back there, a beautiful gazebo, and all kinds of places for folks to congregate and have a good time. Now, there's also still room for more volunteers. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
We are completely sold out for vendor space.
Okay.
I just borrowed 6 tables from Curtis.
That's right. She did. That's right. Yes, she did. That's right.
Well,
see, that's how we do here, man. Whatever it takes. You can have these tables. You see those tables back there? They're there for a reason.
Well, Prisco doesn't have as many tables as they used to. Maybe some broke or something.
Yeah.
So that's so we are completely sold out for vendor space, but we need more volunteers because with all the planning we do, it's the volunteers that make it happen.
Right.
When our vendors pull up at 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, we need our volunteers there ready to help them unload their cars, get to their spaces.
Right.
And then throughout the day, there's other jobs to be done.
Okay.
So
10 a.m. to 4 p.m., right?
10 a.m. And I have one more plug I'd like to get
Sure,
in.
absolutely. Absolutely.
That's from our marvelous sponsors.
Okay, shout out the sponsors.
Okay, shout out to the sponsors. Please let me do a little plug here for especially the Dunham Fund. It has been our major sponsor. I think they've been helping us for maybe the whole time. And you know, the Aurora Greenfest has been unstoppable since 2010.
Wow.
The COVID slowed us down, but they didn't stop us.
Right.
So now we've been on a 3-year hiatus. But so for I think since 2010, Dunham Fund has been helping us. The Conservation Foundation is our 501c3 fiscal agent. That means I don't have to handle the money.
Right.
It all goes to them. Fox Valley Park District always helps us with paying for the space.
Ivan Chambers, good morning to you.
Aurora City of Lights always is a huge help.
Absolutely.
The Voice.
I just saw Jason Crane Friday.
He's everywhere.
He is. Great man.
ComEd and Fox Metro.
Okay.
So those are just some of our marvelous, generous sponsors who believe in the Greenfest and help us keep it going.
And they've been with it since its inception, right? They've been around since 2010.
2010.
That's awesome. Mavis, I got a couple of local headlines, as I mentioned, to give to these great people. So we're going to take a brief commercial. Gabe, take me to a commercial, please. The time is 8:24 a.m. You're listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. Bojack Santos, good morning. David Christensen, good morning. And Jennifer Ryan Mayton says, I still wear my Greenfest B t-shirt. Oh.
That's this one.
I'm feeling that. Wendy Connell, good morning. Josie Mendoza Geller and Gloria Jurado and Irene Sandoval. Good morning, all you great people. Okay. So, let's get ready. Alive Aurora's Mardi Gras fundraising gala will be this Friday, the 12th, at Hotel Arista in Naperville. Tickets are on sale with an early bird savings for those who purchase early. Now, scratch it up. I think that early bird savings could have eclipsed already. I think so. Been telling y'all for a while now. If you didn't get the early bird, the theme is Mardi Gras, so wear your green, gold, purple, or festive attire. Sponsorship opportunities are open as well. We've posted about this. The flyer is available for you guys to scan the QR code. Please take part. Now, also continue with the Alive Center. Support the Alive Center by becoming an Alive Impact member for just $10 a month. You can support youth with supplies, resources, and tutoring. On that flyer, which we've posted on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, there's a QR code that you can scan and follow the Alive Center on Facebook and Instagram. Tomorrow, May 9th, join our friends of Family Focus and NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at 550 2nd Avenue here in Aurora. That presentation will cover many aspects of mental health and will be in English and Spanish. Quite important. Now, I know what you're thinking. Curtis, isn't that the place that's around the corner from that school, Waldo School? That's right. It used to be a church. Took a tour in there. Okay. It was something else. Okay. Now, last but not least, our partners at the Quad County Urban League have a great ongoing program available for Aurora area students and youth. Learn about NICOR, ComEd, and solar training program initiatives that can change lives and propel youth into a bright new future. There are even more programs coming in the very near future, so be sure to contact the Quad County Urban League with questions and more information. You can visit their office in person at 1685 North Farnsworth Avenue or by emailing them at info@qcul.com. Brett, would you be so kind, young man? Would you be so kind as to put that link in the chat? Okay. The time is 8:27 a.m. So, our waterway, our beautiful Fox River, beautiful Fox River coming in through downtown. What plans does the city or county have? Anything that the people should be expecting or anything that we know about happening? New initiatives or any new developments on or with the Fox River?
Well, there is a saying, rivers are forever, dams are not.
Oh, I like that. Oh, you know what? I know where that's. Okay. That's right. Yeah.
Do you know who said that? Actually, I'm not sure who said it first.
I don't know. It sounds like something I would have heard in a rock song or something like that. I'm thinking, like, was that Van Halen? I don't know.
Rivers are forever, dams are not. So we are constantly doing studies to see what dams could be removed.
Right.
But I'll tell you something exciting. People are starting to talk about, there's a dam up in Carpentersville, which Kane County and the Kane County Forest Preserve and other entities are helping to remove.
Right.
There's a dam in Batavia, which is removing itself. It's just breaking down.
Erosion.
Yes.
Yep.
So once upon a time, the engineers, probably Army engineers, people like that, believed that these dams would help with flooding control. And also they were to make for ponds for boating.
Right.
But now we see that the oxygenation above the dam is so low that it's very bad for the fish. The silt that accumulates is very bad for the health of the river. So many efforts are being made to remove as many dams as possible. And that's IDNR, Army Corps of Engineers, Kane County, many different bodies will have to coordinate on that, and the studies are ongoing.
Right.
But here's an idea. This is why I get that evil twinkle in my eye.
I like the twinkle. That's not evil to me. I like that.
Some people are talking about putting hydroelectric into some of our dams, such as the dams in downtown Aurora. I don't ever see those. I don't know how we could remove those. I'm definitely not an engineer, but that seems it seems impossible to me in a way. But we can put hydroelectric in there and start generating electricity with our dams.
Right.
So, and I'm a kayaker, so the dams are very scary to kayakers. So, the boating, the silent voters would like to see the dams removed if possible.
Charlie Zine was on the show, and he was talking about this same thing, not with the alacrity that you are, because we were talking about a great many things that day. But the gentleman that he had with, there was a group that was studying about effective removal of dams. And he brought 2 samples of, he brought water with the silt and all the other deposits and what have you, and showed what it could look like fresh. It was night and day. I mean, it was just like, holy cow, that would be great.
Night and day.
Exactly. So this is interesting stuff. Now, he did mention that the studies are ongoing, so folks may not see any change or anything in a while. But when you look in downtown, you can see the backup. I'm thinking about, what street is Altiro? Is that Galena? The bridge, when you look over, it's
York,
just, it's just obstruction and all kinds of weird stuff. I don't know if that's a dam, but is that runoff and other things?
The dam causes silt to build up.
Okay.
So it gets muddy.
Yeah.
It's mucky.
Yeah.
So and the oxygen, the water is not oxygenated. The fish can't thrive.
Yeah.
And the little invertebrates, the little wiggly things,
Yeah.
They can't thrive either. So dams are not good for a river. So either we need to remove them over the years as best we can, or if we can't remove them because of engineering problems,
Right.
Let's turn them into hydro.
Now, you mentioned DNR. What's DNR? Is that an agency?
It's the Department of Natural Resources.
Aha. Duh.
So the IDNR. Well, thank you for asking,
Yeah.
because I hate people who use acronyms.
Right.
I guess I are one. But
it's all good. I felt you. I got you.
So and especially we talk about IDNR, Illinois Department of Natural Resources.
Right.
Did
Okay.
I use any other acronyms? Did I?
You use CJA, which we know.
Okay. Climate and
and
Equitable Jobs Act.
And then you did Kane County somebody, but we got that one too.
Kane County Forest Reserve.
Yeah. Yep.
And by the way, the Quad County Urban League is doing a fantastic job bringing these pre-apprenticeship, I call them pre-apprenticeship programs online.
Yep.
That's part of CJA too.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
Workforce hubs.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And Kane County is going to partner with Quad County Urban League on that.
Good stuff.
We're very proud of Quad County for stepping up to the plate.
It's good stuff, and I'm as mentioned, I'm happy to highlight that kind of stuff. Like we said, Mavis, it's all of it is relative. Environmental justice, social justice, all of those things matter, and they're part of it.
I have a couple more items.
Absolutely, certainly.
Sneak in here.
Time is 8:33, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Desiree Avila, good morning, or Avitia. Okay,
thank you. I've got 2 stars here. For volunteering.
Okay.
You can sign up online. We have online sign up all set up. You go to our website, which is www.auroragreenfest.com. That's pretty easy. auroragreenfest.com/volunteer.
Okay.
And there's an online sign-up sheet.
Okay.
So please, if you're inspired right this second, go there. And it has shifts. So we especially need help early in the morning. I know a lot of people can't do that, but if you're an early riser, we'll have free breakfast and coffee.
All right.
Our vendors will start arriving at 7:30.
Okay.
So please go on the Aurora Greenfest sign up. It's like Sign Up Genius, but it's through the website, and it's easy and it can make it happen. I'd like to talk about parking,
Sure,
because that's a really big problem. Prisco is a perfect location for us because it has the indoor area for people who have computers or delicate artwork or animals that can't be in the outside.
Right.
So we have the inside and the outside, and under those beautiful oaks at McCullough Park. But the parking is very limited. So number 1, walk. Number 2, ride your bike. Number 3, carpool. Number 4,
skateboard.
Okay. There are several parking lots around there.
Right.
If the Prisco fills up, there's a spot across the street. There's also the Kohl Center. There's also the trailhead at the bike bike trail along the Fox River.
Which you turn into off of Illinois, right?
Turn left if you're facing east.
Yeah.
There's also a parking lot at the city garage at Broadway and Illinois.
Oh, that's right.
It has many spaces. And I was thinking you could even go down into, it's called Veterans Memorial Island Park.
Veterans Island, yep.
And that's where a kayak launch is.
Yes.
But there's 20 or 30 spaces there too. So please don't give up if you can't find parking. And you can even park down by the casino, and there's a beautiful little walk a little stroll from Lot W. We call it the one down by the pedestrian bridge.
Yes.
So there's many places to park.
Right.
Please don't give up.
Yeah, and that walkway that you mentioned is the one that goes behind Jake's Bagel and River Edge and all that. We'll take you around there.
You're on the wrong side of the river.
Oh, you're right.
Okay.
You're right, because I think that's blocked off anyway. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, on the west side of the river. Well, you could park over by Jake's or even the transportation center.
Yeah.
That's a little bit more of a hike.
And you got the bridge to come across, so there's many ways to get there.
So don't give up.
Right.
Please come.
All right, so the call for volunteers is still out there.
Right on the website, yep.
Sign up Genius, okay.
I have one more thing I need to say.
Keep going. Yep.
About cutting your grass.
Oh, boy.
Curtis, no guilt. No guilt. Because there is a new movement called No Mow May. Because this is a period in the year when the bees and other pollinators are looking for food. And so every dandelion in your yard up until Mother's Day, they're saying, please don't mow your yard up until Mother's Day, because that's when other flowers will start to bloom. Or the bees have other places to forage. But every little violet, I mean, I won't let my husband mow the lawn. And he's like, babe, I can't wait much longer.
Yeah.
We'll have to
the neighbors are looking at us.
We're going to have to get a tractor out here. But every little dandelion, every little violet, I've got creeping, I have a lot of creeping charm, but all those little flowers are food for the native bees right now.
Okay.
So you are doing a public service.
Okay. All right. So when my neighbors look at me, I say, hey, man, I know that your lawn is nice and your lawn is nice and your lawn is nice and your lawn is nice. I'm leaving mine looking like this because I'm saving. No mow May. Okay. Well, I can, you know what, in the spirit of that, because all of that ecosystem is what makes the flowers bloom and look nice. Hey, maybe I will take it easy. Let it relax. Let it relax and let myself work myself crazy this week and then enjoy myself by doing my lawn on Mother's Day after I take mom out.
Let nature be.
Let nature be. Boom, boom, ting. I like that. Time is 8:38 a.m. So we talked about this. You mentioned the solar panels that are now encompassing the space of the Kane County Judicial Center, 2 megawatts, which produce 40% of the energy needed to run those facilities.
Right.
Big stuff. But it's not online currently.
Correct.
Is there a proposed date or projected date, rather?
I think June.
In June.
Oh, my goodness. That's pretty soon, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. Wow.
Well, we were projecting June, but the groundwork literally has been laid, because the all those supports have been pounded into the ground.
Right.
Excuse me. And so it shouldn't be too much longer. I think there was a delay in getting the inverters.
Okay.
Which help it go from DC to AC.
Okay.
Direct current to alternating current.
That's right. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad. Oh my goodness. This is kind of like Bill Nye the Science Guy on this show today. I like this, man. We're learning. So when that happens, will there be a ribbon cutting or a shebang for that?
We are going to have a big shebang.
Okay. All right. We've got a camera, so we want to come out there and check it out.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yep. That's when we're going to flip this big switch. And Arnie Schrammel, Progressive Energy Solutions, has been our consultant on this. And he usually has quite a party. Excuse me. I think you've got a nice bird out there. This is such a lovely location.
Oh, how nice. Yeah, there's the tree behind us, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can't see this, but
Cardinal.
Oh, look at it. It's a cardinal sitting right outside. Aw. Very cool.
Yeah, birders tend to get distracted easily.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry.
Make Earth great again. So we've when that happens though, I'm sure there'll be a press release or whatnot. We'd like to come out there and check that out.
Thank you. You'd be most welcome. I wanted to mention one other thing that the Kane County Board is working on, the Energy and Environmental Committee. And that's we are doing a climate action and implementation plan.
Okay.
My staff didn't want to call it climate action plan. It has to be a climate action and implementation plan.
Right.
So it will not sit on the shelf.
Right.
So this planning is always a little bit passive because we're not doing yet.
Right.
But the plan is coming. We still have our survey open. If you just Google Kane County Climate Action Plan or something like that, survey. We are trying to get 1,000 people to take the survey. We want this to be everybody's climate action plan. So we're at about 750 right now. So if 250 of your listeners, Curtis, could take the survey, that would be fantastic.
What is the link for the survey?
If you Google Kane County Climate Action Plan survey, it'll pop right up.
Brett, would you be so kind as to Google that and put that in the chat for the folks? Kane County Climate Action Plan survey. Thank you very much. That's going to be great. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here. Please, when you see that link pop up, take the survey. I'll take that survey too.
Okay,
make sure that we get that done.
Great.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So planning, the implementation. Now, are we going to, for that rest of that space out there, is there going to be more solar panels to come? Are we going to fill that space up? I mean, is the plan to have as many green spaces in Kane County that can provide energy to be out there?
The space at the Judicial Center will be full.
Okay.
So 2 megawatts will be our geographical limit out there.
Okay.
But what we can start doing is looking at rooftops.
Right.
When we put in this system a year or so ago, the limit was 2 megawatts. Now the limit is 4 megawatts.
Okay.
Under this the same tax rebates and incentive programs. So we maxed ourselves out under the law, under the statutes and bills. But now it's 4 megawatts. So we can start looking at rooftops and like I said, every doghouse should have a solar panel on it, so we can look at other roofs in Kane County. As well. So
I want to talk state real quick. There is an initiative to remove a nuclear plant from the state. Am I saying that correctly, or was it decommissioned? Something of that nature.
It's something of that nature.
Okay.
I think.
And I'm sorry to massacre it, but I
just a little upside down and backwards and inside out. But otherwise, I think what you're talking about is there's something important and big happening in Illinois right now about removing our nuclear moratorium. Is that it?
Yes.
And so this is controversial, and I like you said before, well, maybe you said it, but I'm also in Sierra Club, and which is part of the Illinois Environmental Council, and we are working with several of our major environmental groups in Illinois to fight this bill.
Okay, now if this is in the weeds and for another topic, certainly, or for another time, I totally understand that because again, it was removal is exactly what it was. Okay,
but it's not the removal. The bill is the removal of the moratorium.
The moratorium.
So it's removing the stoppage.
Right.
So what the bill is trying to do is bring nuclear into Illinois.
Right.
And we believe that's not safe. We believe the moratorium in 1987 was created because there is no place in the United States to put nuclear waste. There was at that time, and there is today.
Right.
No place to put nuclear waste in the United States.
Wow.
So any nuclear waste that we produce, don't don't make a mess that you can't clean up.
All of that is counterproductive to everything that's been going on and everything we've been doing.
Right. Now, there's a very strong lobby to create this nuclear energy. They call them small SMNR, small nuclear reactor, something like that, small nuclear reactors, small modular nuclear reactors, something like that.
Okay.
And they say that nuclear energy is carbon free, which while it's up and running, it is carbon free. So people believe that it's an answer to the climate change.
Right.
It's part of the climate solution. But creating these power plants and then finally decommissioning the power plants takes so much energy that you cannot call them net zero.
Right.
And I don't want to see this nuclear material on a train,
right,
on a plane, in a truck. Every nuclear fuel capsule is a dirty bomb on a train, because the nuclear energy and nuclear weapons are hand in hand.
Right. Now, that also has an afterlife.
Oh, gosh,
there is an afterlife of all...
Like 1,000,000 years.
Right, exactly. So...
Don't make a mess you can't clean up.
Exactly.
Your mother taught you that.
Exactly, yep.
So if that's in the weeds, I'm there.
No, that was... no, that was... No, thank you for actually for making sense of that and squaring away what I was trying to talk about.
It's controversial. Even some of my environmental friends think we should do it. But if you look at the real research, it's a terrible idea.
Right.
We will have another one of our vendors will be NEIS, Nuclear Energy Information Services.
Okay.
And they are anti-nuke.
Awesome.
And any efforts that go into nuclear are taking away from the real climate change efforts of solar, wind, geothermal, geoelectric.
Right.
Energy efficiency.
Right.
For heaven's sake, don't put billions of dollars into nuclear that you could put into insulation in people's attics.
Right. Now let's talk. The time's 8:47. J.L. Harris, good morning. Josue Pais, good morning. Narmi Milan, good morning. And thank you very much for that survey, Brett. Ladies and gentlemen, Brett put the survey to the climate action survey in the chat. We need 250 more people to take that survey. Please, if you can hear the sound of my voice, please take the survey. Very much. Very helpful. Thank you. Josie Mendoza Geller, be the sunshine on this cloudy day. Great message. I like that. Michael Ely, Tracy Duran, good morning. Let's talk about the Sierra Club.
Okay.
The Sierra Club is the the most prominent conservation organization in America. Is that correct?
I believe you are correct.
All
yes.
right. All right.
Yes.
How long have you been a member?
I just got my 35-year plaque.
Okay.
Certificate.
Shout out. Congratulations. How's it been working with and having the strength of a Sierra Club to help in our efforts of conservation?
Well, Sierra Club was very instrumental in getting CEJA passed.
Okay.
We're a really interesting organization because we have two sides. The 501c3 side, which is the conservation. Those are kind of the tree huggers, of which I are one.
Right.
I am a certified tree hugger. But then the other side is more political. Okay. It's a 501c4. And we do lobbying for the bills that we believe we need to get passed, such as this session we were lobbying for coal ash removal in Waukegan. We were lobbying to reduce the amount of single-use foamware at restaurants. That may pass. We're also starting to lobby for just greener buildings.
Okay.
So I was down in Springfield in April, knocking on doors and having fun running around the Capitol buildings like little scurrying, in the tunnels, scurrying back and forth. So we lobby and we do endorse candidates. Right. We have a political committee, statewide and local, that interviews. We send out a questionnaire. We interview candidates and then we endorse. And then we follow up. We do phone banks. We do knocking on doors for our candidates. So it's a wonderful organization. It's powerful. And please become a member. I'm the chairman of Sierra Club in Kane and Kendall County, and we have about 1,500 members on our list. So please join.
Fantastic stuff. Now, when there is pushback to the initiatives, to the stuff we're trying to do in regards to conservation, what is the typical reason? What do most people say? Oh, we can't we can't afford it. It won't do what is the typical reason and hang up when we do experience that?
I would say education.
Okay.
I think the more we educate people about the effects of climate change, how important it is, and money is always an issue, and education can help there too, because if we can prove that, let's talk solar panels. If I can show my constituents of all of King County, not just of District 4 over here my district is around Aurora University area and up north a bit. If I can show people that these solar panels are going to save the taxpayers of Kane County $5 to $6 million over the lifetime of the system, they stop worrying about, it's too expensive to do something. It's too expensive to not do something.
Right.
It's too expensive to not put in solar panels. It's too expensive to it's kind of like childhood education. People say, well, what are the roadblocks to childhood education? It's too expensive.
Right.
When you educate people, the childhood education makes all those adults more productive members of society.
Absolutely.
Reduces all kinds of, other problems.
Negative barriers and things like that.
So when you prove to people that solar panels, energy efficiency, biodiversity, that those are all things that are going to help us save money, then they go, oh my gosh, well, that's fantastic. And I have another concept that I'm very interested in, and that's called community resilience.
Community resilience. Okay.
And so resilience, sustainability is the ability to stay on a steady state and not decline over years.
Right.
Community resilience is the ability of a community to build in strength, fellowship, brotherhood, sisterhood, so that if an emergency hits, we can bounce back better.
Right.
And so this is community resilience to me. So this is, when you talk about Kiwanis and the Neighbor Project and Good Morning America, Aurora, and Sierra Club and the Greenfest, this is all building the web of community.
Yep.
So if climate change is making things more difficult for some people, we can take that hit but bounce back better.
Right.
And adapt. My goal in life is mitigation of climate change. One of my goals. That's through solar, through clean energy, through energy efficiency, more better windows, better insulation in your houses, EV cars. But sometimes mitigation has to go hand in hand with adaptation, which is moving to the North Pole.
Right.
I can't think of a better example. I'm sorry, but adaptation can be things like building your house on stilts if you think there's going to be a flood.
Right. Absolutely. Time's 8:53 a.m. Wow. The time just ran away from us. Rima Ree, good morning. Commercial buildings have no shade on rooftops, plenty of square footage. Can't landlords of the cities add solar panels or wind turbines to not just help with cost, but reduce climate damage?
Brilliant.
Interesting.
Brilliant.
Interesting.
Or a greenhouse up there, a green garden.
That would be beautiful. That would be beautiful.
Solar panels or a green roof. And we didn't talk about wind turbines. I'm sorry I left that out.
Oh, we got some time. We got 6 more minutes. We can.
Well, we don't have wind turbines here in Aurora because we're too urban. But if you drive out west a little bit, even along 47 or out west on 30, I'm out there a little bit to Lee County. There's a lot of wind turbines out there. I think they're beautiful.
Yeah.
And they're doing their job silently, quietly. And that's another great way that we can produce the energy we need without going to nuclear or something like that.
Right. Absolutely. Don't make a mess that you can't clean up. Very well said. Paris Bistro, thank you very much for that comment. That got us thinking and brought us to wind turbines. That's very, very, very good stuff. This Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., Prisco Center, 150 West Illinois, and then the McCullough Park behind it. You ready?
We are so ready.
Okay.
I'm lying, Curtis. Of course, I'm lying. We are almost ready.
Okay.
The program has to go to the printers. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow.
Right.
There will always be last minute things to take care of.
They're always. Just when you thought you were ready. Oh no.
We will be ready at 10 a.m.
Yep.
Saturday morning.
Right. So come there, folks. Need more volunteers. Still time for volunteers to sign up. That's great. Vendors are sold out. Spaces for the vendors.
We're sold out.
Okay.
Bring your
reusable water bottles.
And your old medicine bottles.
That's right. There is a prescription take back.
Yes, I really want to emphasize that. That's one of those things that's kind of hard for people to do. But it's safe, it's responsible, it's easy, and you get to come to the Greenfest
Absolutely.
At the same time. So
Absolutely.
if you bring a shopping bag, we'll take them. Fox Metro is all set. And the important thing is to keep those medications out of the water system.
Right.
This is why Fox Metro takes the lead on this. Do not flush an old bottle of medication.
Right.
It gets right into the stream, right into our precious Fox River, and our water reclamation system is not designed to take those chemicals out.
Right.
They're designed to take out a lot of other things. For example, in Seattle, at the level of like 500 feet below sea level, they can find caffeine in the water.
Oh, wow.
Don't ask me how it got there, but
that's crazy.
So we don't want any of these chemicals.
Right.
They're fine for your body.
Yep.
But we don't want. They're not good for the fish. They're not good for the invertebrates. So we want to keep those. What's helpful in one place can be harmful in another.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, time is 8:57. Maria Saltagieri, good morning to you. Green Roofs help also with Farm to Table. A good friend of ours is a nonprofit. We can grow mint for mojitos. Don't threaten us with a good time, young man. And did we forget? Okay.
Just one more thought.
Yep.
Getting these drugs off your medicine shelf and into the hands of Fox Metro can prevent any misuse.
Absolutely.
Of drugs.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't want some baby or child taking your medicine, or
yourself,
yourself
mistaken. Yeah. Yep. We shared a powerful story about that not that long ago. All right. Well, Mavis, this was, as always, zoom in on that hat. I like that hat. Make Earth great again.
This is our swag for the Greenfest. This book and hat from our local author Vernon LaVia, and the bee bags are back.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, come on out to the Greenfest. It's going to be a very great time. Can't wait to be a vendor at the fest. Maria Saltagieri, Eye of the Angelus. You will do well out there, dear friend. You will do well. Maria. Yep. Well, we appreciate it, Mavis. Thanks for coming back on.
I appreciate this so much, Curtis.
Absolutely. Always proud to shout you out. Sierra Club needs volunteers. If you want to volunteer for the Greenfest, there is still time. The link, both links, rather, are in the chat. Also, there's the link for the Kane County climate survey. Please, we need 250 more people to take the survey. If you can hear the sound of my voice, please help the team out. The team. All of us. That means you too. Take that survey.
We want this to be the people's plan.
That's right. Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, have a blessed Monday and a great rest of the week. Good Morning Aurora returns Wednesday. Take care of yourself and each other.
Thank you, everybody.
you.